This is starting off great. Okay, it's been a little while again. Let's play a little catch up. Where do I start? Well, my garage is a mess on this side because I had to move my bench and move a couple things around to be able to work on this side where I have this corner. I bought a parts washer tank from Harbor Freight with some water soluble or water-based stuff, Zep stuff, and honestly it works pretty good. Took some of the paint off, so that's good. I didn't record some stuff because I'm just in that phase again of not giving a shit. But this was that corner that was all broken up with the Brizeppa, the axle shaft that was broken. I cleaned everything up. I cleaned the bottom kingpin up. The bearings finally came in, so I got that stuff in on the bottom. You know, it all went together, you know, fairly decent. I started figuring out what I need for bolts. I can't go too long on the top four or the top bottom because when you steer it, it hits the champagne because it's curved and it comes up on the inside there. Right now I am trying to get this ring straightened out. That the big bearing for the hub goes on the back side of this, or the back side of the hub goes against the face of this, so I'm just trying to get it halfway decent. It'll crush, but I want to make it so it's not terrible. Go ahead, do it. Come on, hit the kingpin cap. Hit it. You're hitting it with. You gotta hit it with this side. Here, like this. No? Okay. Last corner is on. Oh man, that took way too long. So now I gotta get these rims out. I only got one up here. Let's see it through. So I gotta cut these tabs off and then put new ones on. Follow the bolt pattern. This is a 10 lug, so I'm gonna do 5. Alright, got those cut up. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is that this is a taper hole, and I'm going to have to ream it to the bigger size, which I think is 1 1/4, and then make an insert that goes in there. Probably something that's just press fit. And That way, same size all the way through. Alright, I gotta file out the inside, so I'll come back after. Well, as simple as that. I have a tie rod. Now, like I said, I don't know if I want to run the rams on the inside or the outside. If I run them on the outside, then this bar has to get dropped to the bottom. And I'll have to put the rams on top. I got two 10-inch rams, which are right there. Putting them on the inside, I think they're too long. Putting them on the outside, I could get them to work, no problem. I'd probably have excess steering. I don't know. Really, to figure out the steering, I need to get the tires and rims that I'm going to be running on here and see where it hits. But that's a lot of money right now. That ain't happening. Not this year. It's probably going to be about $10,000 just for wheels and tires, because I want straight up bead locks. I don't want to be like these other guys where they fucking pop a tire off the rim and they're pretty much done for, or destroy the tire and rim. Alright, I pull the corner off, and when I was referring to the bolts, these bolts on the top and bottom, which I still got to take those two off, are shorter by like a ½ inch, so it clears the edge of the champagne. So you only get so much movement out of it. So I put those back down. I just gotta grab the other ones and put them back. I actually have all new bolts for that just showed up. So, you know, you got 2-inch for where the 10 bolts are, and the 1.5 for the 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. So, alright, I gotta get my welding table out, all the crap off of it. I gotta cut those tabs off and set this rim down a little further in. I think I can get measurements on tabs and Alright, I took a day off yesterday from doing anything. Weather was shitty, but this is some of my leftover metal from the axle housings. So what I'm gonna do is use the file folder to get the radius from the rim. I got a little 1/8 inch, I think, piece of aluminum just to use as my like solid template. So I just gotta grind that to that radius. And then I'm going to cut the section out in here, and I'm going to use a Sawzall at first, and then I'm going to cut them to length, and then the width, I'm going to see if I can shorten them up some. I got the Evolution saw like I cut the 4-link bars with, so I'm going to try that and see if it'll just speed up this process. And then we'll throw them into Bridgeport, edge find it, and make the holes, and get 5 of them put in here and make it as even as I can and tack them in place, weld them up, and that'll be one rim done. I gotta make 20. Yeah, I gotta make 20 of them. So, alright, I don't know. I'll come back when I get some cut up. I decided not to record this process because it's going to take forever. This is the 3rd one I'm on. Let's go over to the rim. So I got 1 and 2 on. I'm going to work on this corner and then the one over there. And pretty much, yeah, that's all it is. Drilling a hole 500 times and opening it up. with, you know, got my drill bits laid out. I think the next set is going to be easier. I'm going to leave a little more meat on the back sides. I don't know how much. We'll probably leave another 25,000, 30,000. They all have like a little bit of a gap, which is probably ain't a bad thing. That one's got a little bit more. So this is side, so kind of play the kick around game. I'm gonna have to reset this back up anyways. I'm probably gonna get some shim stock and try to get it pretty good. I think they gotta hang off a 1/4 inch on the back side from the edge of the stud to the back is 550. I'm about there, but I think another 30,000's left on all the way around. I think it would close that gap up just a little bit better. So I'll do that with the next 5 and see on the next rim. I gotta bring another rim up and cut the tabs off of it. I kind of want to get this on a table and tack this one in place. That way I have some satisfaction right now. Alright, before I go in for the night, got these all welded up. A little fat in the welds, but fuckers ain't going nowhere. They did move a little. It's to be expected. They all rub a little just on the inside. I took a minute and dicked around with this. So, like, that one's pretty good. There's a couple of them that are good, and I don't know what the fuck happened. There's a little bit of gap up there. So, I started grinding out the insides. I'm gonna have to mark which ones are really bad or worse than others. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with a different way on welding these together. So they all sucked in a little. Looking at right now. Make the truck useful for something, because it's done nothing but cost me money so far. And I've gotten no enjoyment out of it yet. So the issue is I fabricate every day of my life with work. I was a tool maker for almost 2 decades, and then thought going into aerospace and fabricating would be something a little different. That was different, alright. Never met a group of people that were so fucking stupid in my life. And that fucking place, all the fucking shit they do, the last thing I want to do is come home and fucking work more. But I'm only fucking myself because then I get none of my stuff done. So, just time to suck it up. Winter's coming. I need to have this truck out of the garage to do other stuff. And then I need to have it back in the garage at the beginning of the year so I can fix more mistakes people made. Got my 1/4 inch dowel pins around. Just take up the slack. This time I put nuts on the plates so they don't fucking move. And it's ready to be tacked and welded. Fuck are we gonna sit in this time? Get back on this fucking boat anchor over here. Alright. Hang on for your ride. Even with putting the nuts on it, I still have the issue I had with that one where it's still moved a little bit. It is what it is. I'm gonna just open them up. I mean, I'm not doing anything with these other than putzing it around to the trailer, moving it around, putting it in the garage. So I'm not a rim maker. I don't know what the fuck these guys do, but that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna order the next drill size up and just open them up a little bit, and they should go right on, no problem. I gotta cut 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4. I gotta cut 6 more out of the shit here somewhere. It's 3:30 in the morning. Took last night off. My wife's birthday. Worked 80 fucking hours last week. So now I think I got about 4 hours or so before I gotta bring my kid to school. And we're gonna try and get both of these rims. I got the other one over there. Get these fucking mounts cut off. And then I got this piece of metal here. Should be enough to make one more. The least favorite part is done. Fucking mess everywhere. So got those all set, but I gotta take a break for a second. I gotta go shit before I shit myself. So come back. I'm gonna fucking start making the I'll probably cut out the one more tab. Got the 3rd one done. Went fairly smooth now that I've done 3 of them. I got the one more, but it's like I had to stop a couple times and do some stuff. It is now lunchtime. I've been out here since 3:30. I need to go to fucking sleep so I can go to work tonight. Got the final 5 done. Gonna get the rim and the hub on the table and get everything set up. Then I gotta pull the rim back off, grind it, clean it up, wire brush it. Same thing, wire brush these, acetone them, and then weld this fucking thing in. Get the hub back on. And that's it. It is probably 3 o'clock. Been up since 3:30 yesterday. It's fucking done. Now I gotta mount tire. Well, my stubborn self decided to try and mount it. So it's doable, and I did it with a fucking breaker bar and a hammer. I don't want to. I'm starting to tear the bead up a little bit over here. I'm gonna wait. I have a friend of mine that has spoons, so I think we're gonna try and tackle it maybe this weekend or something. Get that one the rest of the way on, get some air in it. So I'm definitely gonna have to open the fenders up. I don't know how I'm gonna worry about that later, but yes, I'm fucking beat. I'm going to bed. So last night ended up just, I got pretty much 2 tires done, and I went up to my buddy's house, and it took us like a fraction of the time to get both done. So both of them on last night. Just pulled the cab and the front clip off. So it will just fit out the door, I believe. So now I got to take the engine and transmission out, and my seat, fuel cell and that stuff, and then roll it outside. Not today. Save it for another day. I got sidetracked and I had to sell the short block that was going to replace the shit that's here, but whatever. So, alright, next video will probably be this 360 going into my plow truck over there. Hopefully this week I'll get started on it. I kind of want to start cleaning when I get this chassis out, and start cleaning my garage up, reorganizing to make actual room to do this, because I can't screw around. I got to change a couple things and get rid of some shit, but we'll go over that in the next video. So, all right, here it is. Do one quick walk around. See you in the next video.